What is up, YouTube? Mr. Fuku here, bringing you a special Halloween-themed deck profile. And as promised, my Astral Pack 7 Castle Ulti that I pulled when I got third at my locals 2 weeks ago. And this actually has to go back in this extra deck. And the surprise Halloween deck that I will be showing you guys today is Skull Servants. This deck is incredibly fun. It pulls off some really weird OTKs, and I think I'll just jump right into it. For the Skull Servant stuff, I play the 3 King because he is the absolute main card of the deck. He gains 1,000 attack for each Skull Servant in your grave or other copy of King. 3 White Prince. If he's sent to the graveyard, you send a copy of Skull Servant and a copy of Lady in White. Also, I like to play 3 of literally all of these. Most people play 2 White Prince, 2 Skull Servant, and 2 Lady. But I found that the higher attack King is better. Plus, I am playing a pretty good mill engine and just sending stuff to the graveyard engine. And I have the Mizukis to special summon the Ladies and the Kings back. But that heads off the actual Skull Servant count themselves. Oh, except for 1 White Mare. I almost forgot. I only like the 1 White Mare. Most people play 2. If he's banished, you discard and special summon it. Basically, counts Skull Servant also. So if you mill it, it's not a big deal. Onto the Lightsworn engine of the deck. The 3 Raiden below the big Raiden. Raiden, because he's the tuner and he's also a good control mill. You can choose to mill 2 or 4 cards a turn. He also gains a little bit of attack, so if you need to get over something and you're lucky, you can mill your other Lightsworns, which usually you won't. The other Lightsworn I'm playing is 3 Lyla. 3 Lyla for Spell Trap Pop. I don't have like Galaxy Storms or anything, so Lyla's always nice to have, because I am milling, so I don't play any MSTs or Night Beams, or I could play Shaddoll Dragon, but I'm not going to put Shadolls in any other deck but my Umbral Horrors. Next up, the triple Mizuki. Mizuki's really nice to have. He special summons your King and your Lady back. Or other Mizukis. 3 Necrogardna to stop the attacks. He stops attacking your opponent's attacks. And just if you mill him, he's not bad to mill. He's like good to mill. You want to mill him. Double Unizombie. I've been considering bringing this thing up to 3. He's also the tuner, and he's like foolish. He's really, really good in zombies. But so far, 2 has been good enough. I have the 3rd in the side, but I found that 2 is my favorite number. For the 1-ofs, 1 Glow Up Bulb and 1 Bacon Saver. Bacon Saver is a Necrogardna, but he can negate your attack too. So if you get Mirror Forced and you don't have your Lady for some reason, save it with Saver. Glow Up, if you mill it, you can mill a card, bring it back, and then Synchro Summon with it. Onto spells, I play the 2 Charge of the Light Brigade and the 2 Soul Recharge. These are the 2 Lightsworn supports. If I draw more than 1 Lyla or more than 1 Raiden, or if I just don't need it right now, recharge to get rid of it, then draw 2, mill 2. It adds a little bit of speed to the deck because the deck is very slow. It kind of gives your opponent a lot of time to get set up, but once you actually have your setup, it's usually like they weren't expecting you to get set up that fast. That's it for Lightsworn support. 1 Foolish, 1 for 1. 1 for 1 to summon King or White Prince, depending on the situation. Foolish to send White Prince. That ends the spells. Next up, Double Breakthrough. Breakthrough's there because it's good if you mill it still. Like, it's not dead if you mill it. It's also, instead of Fiendish and stuff like that, just to stop monster effects. Then my personal touch to the deck is 2 Fiend Comedian. Fiend Comedian is incredible. Toss a coin. If you call it right, all of your opponent's cards in the graveyard are removed from play immediately. You call it wrong, and you send a number of cards equal to the cards in your opponent's graveyard from your deck to the graveyard. So it's like, it can be a major foolish, or it can hurt Lightsworns really bad. It can hurt Burning Abyss, Shaddolls. It's my anti-meta personal touch. One of my favorite cards too, and I'm really glad I can actually play it. Last card in the main deck is one Crush card. Crush card, Cliffort matchup. That's all I really have to say. It's the one card in here that can actually like save you from the meta other than Comedian. Then I'll go ahead and head into the extra deck. In the extra deck, I play some Xyzes and some Synchros. For level 1 plays, I play 1 Utopia Roots, 1 Shimoji Soldier, 1 Slacker, and the 1 Doulahan. Shimoji's there for a little tiny bit of draw power, or my like last hope savior. Roots is, out of all of these, probably the one I'm actually gonna make if I have to, because most of the time I won't exceed some of my level 1s unless I have like 2 White Princes. Next up, 1 Castle, 1 101, 1 Dark Rebellion, 1 Ragnar Zero. Pretty, very standard level 4 plays. They're pretty much all staples. Ooh, I can't believe I actually pulled that too. That's so cool. I've never actually pulled multi from my Astral Pack until that day. Arc to take things, Dark Rebellion to stop things, Castle to shuffle things and face them down, Ragnar Zero for the pops. I don't know. This is just like if you get caught by your Lightsworns or your Unizombies up to level 4 and you have a Lightsworn in the hand that you don't really need right now, you can make these. Starting off the Synchro plays, 1 Armory Arm, you can make it, and it's a decent level 4 play. 1 Catastor, it's the level 5 play, and then that you can make all the time, rather than Maturia's Beast, which you can only make with Mizuki and Blow Up, which is kind of harder to pull off. But I've still done it, so it's in here, and it's not like you actually need these extra spaces. The 1 Goyo, I can make a level 6. The 1 Black Rose, because you can make 7. The 1 Stardust, and the 1 Beals. Beals because you can make it with Unizombie, and if you can make Beals, you're going to play Beals. Stardust to tribute and negate things, Black Rose make the field, Goyo take things. Self-explanatory, mostly for the extra deck. I'm gonna finish it off my Skull Servant deck. I've actually been trying to build this deck for like probably 7 months. And I just finished, like I just got the White Mare and the Ladies now, and I had everything else. And it's really nice to actually have, and it's kind of like it's not super competitive, but it's not like, it's fun to play at locals because no one's going to be like expecting you to play it. Like, if I was to take this to a YCS, no one's like, I'm really scared of that Skull Servant matchup. It's not tier 1 broken, it's like tier 3 occasionally. Fun deck to play though. Fairly cheap. I mean, nothing really in there except like the White Mare out of the Skull Servant stuff's that expensive. And I had the Beals laying around along with the rest of the extra deck, minus the Castle, which I pulled. But it's really nice to have. It's kind of a Halloween theme because it's Halloween, Skull Servant, you know, skeletons, zombies. Yeah. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm always open to comments and suggestions. And I forgot to show you the sideboard. Sideboard, I'll do it really quick. 3 Mischief of the Gnomes, in case of the Burning Abyss matchup, haha, all your monsters are level 3 in the hand, 1 Unizombie, and then the double magical merchant. That finishes off the sideboard. Be sure to like and subscribe. Always open to suggestions in the comment section below, and have a good Halloween. I know it's a little early to do it, but I'm just so happy because I finally finished the decks.